If you have diabetes, you've likely heard the advice, fruit has sugar, so you should avoid it. This creates a lot of confusion around a nutrient-packed food group. But is it true? Does managing diabetes mean giving up fruit for good? Today, we'll clear up the confusion, exploring the science of how fruit affects blood sugar, and providing practical guidance on how to safely include it in your diet. Let's start with the sugar. Yes, fruit contains natural sugar, but it's very different from the added sugars in candy and soda. Whole fruit is a complex food containing essential fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This package makes all the difference. The fiber, in particular, is a game changer. It slows the absorption of the fruit's natural sugar, preventing the sharp spike in glucose you'd get from a processed, sugary food that lacks fiber. To understand this better, let's look at the glycemic index, or GI. It's a scale that ranks foods on how quickly they raise blood sugar. But an even more useful tool is the glycemic load, or GL, which also considers the amount of carbs in a serving. This gives a more realistic picture of a food's impact. Many fruits, in appropriate portions, have a low to moderate glycemic load. The ripeness of fruit also matters. A slightly green banana has more resistant starch and a lower GI than a very ripe one, where starches have converted to sugar. So, which fruits are generally better choices? Fruits high in fiber and water tend to have a lower glycemic load. Excellent options include berries like strawberries and blueberries. A typical portion is about 1 cup. Apples and pears, especially with the skin on for extra fiber. A small to medium-sized fruit is 1 serving. And citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits. Again, a small to medium fruit is a good portion. These fruits are packed with nutrients, and their fiber helps manage their effect on blood sugar. On the other hand, some fruit products should be eaten more mindfully. Fruit juice is the biggest one to limit. Juicing removes the beneficial fiber, leaving a concentrated source of sugar that can spike blood glucose. Dried fruits are also very concentrated in sugar. A small handful can contain as many carbs as a large piece of fresh fruit, so portion control is key. Fruits like watermelon and pineapple have a higher glycemic index. This doesn't mean they're forbidden, but it does mean portion size is especially important. Beyond choosing the right fruits, how you eat them can make a huge difference. One of the best strategies is to pair fruit with a source of protein or healthy fat. Think an apple with a handful of almonds, or berries with Greek yogurt. The protein and fat further slow down sugar absorption, leading to a more stable glucose response. Timing can also be strategic. Eating fruit after a meal or around physical activity helps many people manage the sugar more effectively. A continuous glucose monitor can be a powerful tool to see how different fruits and pairings affect you personally. When you're at the store, prioritize whole, fresh, or frozen unsweetened fruits. If you buy canned fruit, look for options packed in water or their own juice, not heavy syrup, and be sure to drain them. Let's answer a few quick questions. Can you eat fruit every day? For most people, yes. 1 to 2 small portions of low GI fruit daily is perfectly healthy. The best time to eat it? There's no single best time. It depends on your personal response, but pairing it with meals or using it to fuel activity are great strategies. These principles apply to both type 1 and type 2 diabetes, though insulin dosing for type 1 will need to account for the fruit's carbohydrates. Remember, everyone's body responds a little differently. The key is to monitor how your own body responds by checking your glucose levels. So, for many people with diabetes, fruit does not need to be avoided. In fact, it can be a valuable part of a healthy, balanced diet. The goal is balance and moderation. Understanding which fruits to prioritize, paying close attention to portion sizes, and using smart pairing strategies can help you enjoy the sweetness and health benefits of fruit while keeping your glucose levels stable. Learning how different foods affect your body is one of the most powerful tools for managing your health. Always consult with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian to create a plan that's personalized for you. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more practical health education designed to empower you on your wellness journey.